I-O. It's up the hills we go with Teddy and me and Haps TV. I-O, 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 I-O. It's up the hills we go with Teddy and me and Haps TV. I-O, I-O, I-O. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. So we're out for our Sunday stroll. We haven't been here for quite a while, actually. It's a place called Coolmella, and we're heading up a place called Gibbet Hill, which is round about an hour and a half away as yet. It's round about a 15-kilometer walk, the one we do around here, like quite a pleasant. But listen to the birds singing away, as happy as can be, guys. And it's very, very quiet. It's quite mild today. I've only got a t-shirt and a light jacket on. He said it's a light waterproof jacket, but still have my waterproof trousers on because there are parts where there's long grass and you can end up getting soaked. Hey, Walt, you did not show in my feed. Joe, believe me, there's a few problems on the lax of the feed at the moment, and also notifications, I'm not getting notifications. Good morning, Sir Walt. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. You and your love. Helga, my friend. How are you, Helga? Great to see you, my friend, and really, really appreciate you dropping by. We're out for our Sunday stroll. This is round about 15 kilometers, this one, which we go on today. We're a bit late for a Sunday, but the only reason I usually go early is because it gets so busy. But this place is pretty quiet. There was one other car parked here, and being as it's a big trail, then it looks pretty dark on the screen, so I do apologize, guys. Hopefully it does come back, but you can see all the beautiful forestry around, and it's just one of them trails where it's pretty quiet, you very rarely see somebody. We're heading up to a place called Gibbet Hill eventually. That's where they used to hang people back in the old days, and it says we're at basically a gibbet is somewhere where they get to see. Yeah, it is. If you can see the area over to the side here, Helga, I basically live in this direction here. I live about a 15-minute drive away from here, but again, pretty much the same as where I actually live around here, this sort of countryside and everything. We just got the hills, the woods, and lots of greenery around. I've got the little man in front of me. I forgot to take his harness off. Basically, I put a harness on when he's in the car so he can actually sit in the front with me, but he's also secure as well. So just wanted to say hello to yourself and Teddy. I'm heading off. Yeah, Joe, no problem. I appreciate you dropping in, my friend. I love, exactly, Helga. I'm exactly the same. I cannot live in a city at all now. But Joe, what you were saying about you weren't notified, I'm finding that on a lot of people's as well. Caroline actually says, Caroline, who broadcasts from Brighton there, she was telling me that I didn't show up in hers. And the same likewise with a lot of people I follow as well. It's not coming through on the notification. So I don't know what the problem actually is there, but hey ho, hopefully apps will sort it out eventually. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. But what a beautiful day well, it's not a hot day. It's a nice mild day. It's probably around about 13, 14 Celsius. Nothing more, but great hiking weather. And there's very, very little wind around. There's a fair bit of cloud around the tops of them hills, as you can see in the distance. But that's the direction I actually live in, this direction, about 15 minutes drive away. So we're just outside a place called Bunclody. Bunclody is where my son went to secondary school there. Probably one of the best schools around. I'm not just saying it because he went there, but it is an awesome school and really, really gave him a great education. So that's the village of Bunclody. We are in County Wexford now. We're close to the border to County Carlow. We're heading close to the east coast of Ireland, and we're approximately about an hour away from Dublin, heading south. And I think, I don't know whether Nazim will actually watch this. I jumped in a broadcast earlier and he was trying to explain to his wife where I actually was. And he did say I was in North Ireland. But please, 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 I'm not in Northern Ireland. That is based in the UK. Northern Ireland is still classed as the UK, but we won't get into politics or anything along them lines. We'll keep it easy. There's obviously a lot of history involved with Ireland, back to the Rising and all that goes with it, but we won't start talking about that. But yeah, you've got these beautiful woods. You've got a lot of deer around here as well. Will we spot them today? I don't know, guys. Hopefully we will. And then we've got lots of buzzards and eagles and stuff like that. Again, usually when you're filming, when you're taking pictures, when you've got the camera ready to shoot, then you don't get to see these things. But don't have these things ready. Have them in your backpack. Have them so they're not easily accessible. Then, yeah, the deer will jump out in front of you. Thanks for the 1 award, Helgi. You're very, very kind, my friend. I really appreciate that. And blessings to you, and have a wonderful Sunday. I don't know whether you've been up best part of the night, have you, Helga, or is that starting to fade off? I do believe the icing has actually gone off apps at the moment, for me anyway. I don't know whether it applies to everybody else. Like I obviously keep away from drama. I'm not into the arguing or anything along them lines. That's why I very rarely jump onto broadcasts, like. But yeah, definitely to what it was at the beginning. And I guess along with myself, I'm having a lot of problems, as in broadcasting nature or anything like that. But yeah, you understand, Helgi. Yeah, I'm not that. I'm just not that type of person. I'm not an argumentative person and heavy talker or anything like that. Some people are made for that. They can actually do it. I can't. So I stay way away. I'll sit and lurk in the background and not even comment sometimes. But you've got this area here, you've got the birds. Let me stay quiet just for a second. I don't know whether you can hear these. Just some of the most beautiful sounds. And this is why a lot of people say to me, why don't I join an hiking party? Why don't I start to go on some, yeah, I hear the bird. Yeah, it's just beautiful. And like I say, people ask me, why don't I join a hiking party? Well, and I say, why would I want to join an hiking party? You're like with 10, 15 other people, like you set a direction, you go where they go, you stop when they stop. It's a matter of chit chat along the way. I go out on my own with just this little man in front of me like this, and we stop where we want to go. We go where we want to go. We have our, well, I wouldn't say have our lunch, like, but we stop and sit and admire. And then we can just stay pretty quiet and listen to these beautiful sounds of nature. And that's what it's all about. And this is what brings me out into the likes of these sort of trails as well, guys, just to hear the awesomeness of nature around you. It is just so, so beautiful. Yesterday, where did we head yesterday? We went to, you know what? Oh, we went down to Forth Mountain in Wexford yesterday. That was another, well, by the end of the day, we'd done quite a lot actually. Just do it on your own. I prefer that to walk alone in nature peaceful. Exactly. You are absolutely spot on there, Helga. Yeah. Plus, if you join these hiking parties as well, then you don't have the opportunity, the majority don't allow dogs either. So what is the point of me? The only reason I go for my nice long walks is to take Teddy out as well, or my dogs in the past, like. So yeah, it won't interest me at all, like. But this is so, and as you can see, we will be heading around you can't actually see, it is quite a steep hill we're going to be heading up shortly and along the backs there, but it is just a wonderful place, like it. And then the trails are so well laid out, etc., like that. Yeah, the dogs needs to be in there. Yeah, exactly. And Teddy, oh my god, if I had to basically put, like, come here with like 14, 15 other people and then have to put him on a lead, he'd be looking at me. What the hell's happening here, Da? I don't need to be on a lead. Glad I can join you on your walk. You're very kind, and I appreciate people dropping by, guys. I really do. Haps in the morning now for me. I think the best timings now to basically broadcast is obviously in the evenings now, but I'm not. I do my Friday evening broadcast, and we get a fair few people into that. But in the mornings now, yeah, it's like my dogs know. Yeah, exactly. No, like exactly. But I find in the mornings now, my God, it's very, 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 very few people actually coming into the broadcast now. But hey, oh, we'll tick along with it. We'll carry on. But another thing I found with a lot of people as well, I noticed on Michael's broadcast yesterday, he did a broadcast early morning as well yesterday. And I think up to the first 30 odd minutes, I think there was only like 13 people who'd actually viewed it. So I don't believe it's just myself. I do believe it's other people as well. And then I do think like after 30 minutes, after 45 minutes, people do tend to start dropping in for some reason. But yeah, I think Michael's was pretty quiet for the start yesterday. Then I think I jumped on. I think Nazim was actually there. Hey, Debbie, how are you, my friend? Appreciate you dropping by. We're out for our Sunday stroll. And it is a stroll. It's not so much a hike. We've got a few hills and that to come. That's good. That's good. It's a happy Sunday here from Ireland anyway. With no rain here. It's pretty dry. Yesterday was just, oh my God, it was such a hectic day. After our trek, like I say, we was gone for 6 hours. We got back to the house and I thought, well, it had rained all morning and it's crazy. The weather in Ireland is just that crazy. I mean, about 40 miles away we were yesterday, 45 miles away from where I actually live, and it was tipping it down with rain. I was going to add another trail onto that yesterday, but we were soaked and I thought, no, I just can't be bothered. We did like 14, 15K yesterday. And I thought, no, let's go home. By the time I got home, the sun was shining. It was a totally different day. It was another world. So what did I do? I had a quick cup of coffee when I got home yesterday. I then mowed the lawn. After I'd mowed the lawn, I cleaned all the guttering around the house. After I cleaned the guttering, I washed the cars. And it was 8 o'clock when I finished last night. So from leaving in the morning, 8 o'clock, I was on my feet until 8 o'clock last night. And then I sat down and basically collapsed. But I got a lot of the jobs done, which I'd planning on doing today. So at least they're out of the way. I can more or less enjoy my day. I've got a few things which I need to get done today, but not as much. So I had a busy day yesterday. So today we can more or less relax and enjoy. Now I got the house. I got a bit of cleaning around the house to do. We have a student staying with us at the moment. He's staying with us until up to Christmas. We got a couple of spare rooms in the house, so they were crying out for accommodation for these mature students. Basically, the one we've got, Keith, he's from Kerry. I'd say he's probably around about 30, late 30, early 30s, maybe late 20s, early 30s. I'm not quite sure his actual age, but really, really nice guy, and we offered to put him up for the week, well, up to Christmas actually. So he joins us Monday evening. He travels from Kerry, which is like a 3-hour journey. He drives up to his college on a Monday morning, then he'll come over to us Monday evening. So we have him Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evening. Then he packs his stuff up Friday morning, goes to college, and then he'll head back down to Kerry Friday evening. So it's great. It's no problem, and he's not a bother. We do food for him. We make a meal for him in the evening, and then he just disappears up to his room. He's either studying or he'll go up and watch the likes of Netflix and everything. So we very rarely see him, and he's a nice lad as well. So how great that you take students in to help. Helga, I know they were just crying out. We've done it. We've took foreign students in as well. We took Spanish. We've had Spanish stay with us. We've had French. We had actually a Spanish lad and a French lad at the same time. They were absolutely brilliant. You're very kind, Helga. But yeah, and then at the weekends with the foreign students, you have to like and entertain them for one day. One of the days, like Saturday, they'll disappear as a group. They'll go off to somewhere with a group, and then Sunday it's up to the host family to basically take them somewhere. So I had a great time with the lads. I was actually taking the friends out as well. Like, we had the drone out, and I was letting them play with a drone, and I taking them up the mountains and showing them different parts of Ireland which they wouldn't have had the chance to. And three of them who've actually stayed with me actually still follow me on Instagram. Bernard is basically Spanish, a really nice lad, and he's a big footballer actually. He plays a lot of soccer, but a really nice lad, and he still follows me on Instagram. And then we had a French lad as well who also follows me as well, still on Instagram. So we do still stay in contact, like, and it's nice that way. But I think they had a great stay with us as well. And that's what it's all about, trying to make them feel welcome, guys, because you've got these young lads coming from overseas, coming to a strange country like to study and everything like that. And there's so much love in the world. Exactly, Elga, there is, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of negatives out there as well. Like, there's a lot of drama out there, but we try to stay away from that side anyway. But yeah, so today, this one's usually round about, we usually spend around about 4 or 5 hours around here. Like, so Teddy gets a good stroll, and it's a nice walk, like I say. And then getting back, and we'll have a cup of coffee sat out on the patio because it's not raining. I actually had my breakfast, believe it or not, even though it's only 13, around about 13, 14 degrees. I sat out on the patio this morning. I had a bit of breakfast, only a couple of slices of toast and a nice fresh coffee as well, and sat out on the patio listening to the birds, because every time I actually mow the lawn as well, I always fill up all the feeders, like, and it's as if the birds actually know. Oh my God, it was like sitting in a bird aviary this morning while having my cup of coffee, watching these beautiful birds attacking the feeders out there. I've got what, six? How many have I got? I've got a one which is full of the fat balls. I've got one which has got pellets in there. I've got one which has got the peanuts in there. I've got one which has got seeds in there. Then on another tree, I've got a seeded one. I've got the fat balls, and then I've got another. So I've got seven. I got seven feeders for the birds around the garden, and it was just like sitting in a bird aviary this morning. They were literally everywhere, but so beautiful to see, and lucky in the respect that we live in the country and we have these opportunities to listen to the beautiful birds. We've also had hedgehogs in the garden as well, and I do believe, Bestie, Heavenly Dew, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. Appreciate you dropping by. Teddy is here with his freshly groomed. He got groomed last week, like, but Teddy, big fat birds, Mike, how you doing? Exactly, yeah. it's when it's when you get. Good morning, Bestie. How are you? Great to see you. And appreciate you dropping by as well. I was just saying to Helga there, I'm finding Haps in the morning is very, very quiet, as in for doing broadcasts and everything. And it's pointless saying you you're still getting your numbers. I'm not bothered about numbers. Don't get me wrong. This is great for me. I don't know how many people. I think it's what 24, or there's been 24, or there's a few lurkers or anything like that. But this is great because, oh my God, 4:45, Heavenly, you're the same as me. I'm awake very early. Last night I actually didn't go to bed. My son actually went out. My wife went to pick him up from town just after midnight, got back. I was waiting for the boxing. Now, the boxing, Tyson Fury and Wilder, was coming on around about 4 o'clock this morning. So I got set up ready to watch that. I am such an early riser. I'm exactly the same every morning, Heavenly. So I had all set up and ready, and about 1 o'clock I thought I'm gonna have a little bit of a sleep, so I've got 3 hours sleep until the boxing comes on. And then I woke up just as the boxing had finished. I had the iPad still on my lap as I was lying on bed. The battery had basically been drained, so it was a black screen and I missed the boxing, so that defeated the object. I just woke up as it had finished, like, so hey ho, I watch a replay later on today anyway. But yeah, that's just me. But yeah, most mornings I could wake in the night like 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Very, very rarely I'd sleep past 5 o'clock. Very, very rarely. But I don't mind. The best part of the day is always for me, is always the morning. And I enjoy like the morning times and everything. I spent yesterday doing a deep cleaning. Heavenly, you're pretty on the same lines as myself there, my friend. I was actually today is rest. Yeah, I was just telling Helga what I was actually up to yesterday. Basically, we was gone for 6 hours trekking yesterday down to the beautiful Forth Mountain in County Wexford. I got back from that. I had a quick cup of coffee. I then mowed the lawns. I cleaned all the guttering around the house. I did a bit of weeding around some of the house. I then cleaned the cars, and it was 8 o'clock by the time I sat down last night. So I said today, majority of my jobs were done. I've just got to hoover the house, like because I say, like we say, we've got a student staying, so try and keep the house clean. You clean your gutters too. Oh my God, what a rank, what a stinky, what a nightmare of a job. I had the big ladder up because ours is quite high as well, our top gutters. You did inside and out. Oh my God, bestie, bestie, bestie. Have the rest of the day off, my friend. Have the rest of the day off. But yeah, then guttering, you had all the moss and everything. Hubby better not sneeze. Good morning, Chad. How are you, my friend? Great to see you. I know the feeling there. My wife was gonna come this morning. Usually on a Sunday, she'd actually come for a walk with me, but she's actually got a big application form to fill out. She's looking for promotion in a job, so she's got this application to actually fill out at the minute. Like, so that's what she's doing this morning, and she's got a bit of stuff to do as well. So I had chance to come out on my own, which I'm not going to complain about. I love going hikes on my own. As much as I love my wife coming with me like this, I do prefer to be alone. I'm always a bit of a loner, you could say. Well, not so much a loner because we've always got Teddy with us as well. So, hey there, London. Yeah, hey there, London. Chad there over in good old London. Chad, have you got any rooms, any spare rooms in your house? My son is thinking of coming to London for a couple of months. He just got back from Manchester last weekend now. I think he's coming over to London for a few months. He's thinking of getting a bit of bar work until hopefully the new year, and then he's going to decide basically what he's going to do. Hopefully everywhere is opened up. I just finished my boiled egg and wholemeal bread soldier bread soldier. Not too thick, I hope, Chad. Not too thick. Sorry, no, I was only joking, Chad. No, you wouldn't have it anyway. I think there'll be 2 or 3 of them coming across, like, but I think they've got tickets for one of the Chelsea games, but I think that's their plan. They want to come across for a couple of months, do a bit of bar work, whatever like that, until the borders open, like in other countries. I know he wants to get out to Vietnam. He wants to travel out to Vietnam, and I think he was looking at Thailand, and there's a few places he actually wants to visit, but at the moment they're not open for travel, as you can appreciate. So I think he's open by January, February, everything's back to normal. He can get his traveling out of the way, and then he can start settling down into a job and start earning some money. But no views at the minute. Oh, hold on a second. What's that just flying by there? Oh, it's only a big crow. You would get views if we didn't have all this, but as you can appreciate, we're coming to that time now. Everything's pretty overgrown, guys. Like, so we can't actually see over. So we do need to start climbing now. I do believe just around this corner, we will start to go up and up and up. So if I tend not to speak as much, that's because I'm out of breath. But we are traveling light today, guys. We don't have a big backpack. I didn't even bring my camera today. I thought, no, I'm going to leave everything at home. I just bring my my small bag with battery chargers and stuff like that in it, and definitely travel light today. just with this little man. There's lots of sniffs around, isn't there, Ted? Hey, there's lots of sniffs around. Say good morning, Teddy. 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 He says, I'm too busy, Dad. I'm too busy. I haven't broadcast in Heavenly. I've been the same. I've been very, very quiet on apps. I don't know. I don't know I've been very, very busy. Not my. Yeah, I guess that could be the same with me. I guess the icing is basically gone off off the cake at the moment. I've been having lots and lots of problems, like with my reception, with everything. I'm actually on a different phone today, and on a different network. I picked up another network card. That's my new normal phone. That's my Hawaii, which I usually broadcast on. Today I'm on just a secondary phone, an S8, a Samsung S8, and I've got a different network provider in this. So just to try different things. But I've had real problems lately, and it just takes that motivation to actually broadcast away from it when you're forever losing reception or the picture's pretty bad. Or I just saw the highlights of Las Vegas Heavyweight Championship box. Chad, you seen against Fury and Wilder? Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier on. I actually was already had my iPad, my Mac Pro on my bed, ready, logged in, ready to go, and I actually slept through it. I woke up at the end of it. I just wanted to live stream, not broadcast. I just want to live stream, not broadcast. Oh, so you don't want to basically chat or anything like that. So you just want to basically do a, like, for instance, stay quiet, show something, but stay quiet through it and not actually chat. Yeah, I've got you. I have days like that. I really do. Yeah. And there's some days when I just cannot be bothered. Well, most days. But work as well. Always the end of the month and the beginning of the month. I am so busy work-wise, and it's just hectic at the moment. Like, so I just don't have time. Not become a journalist, broadcaster. Yeah, exactly. I'm totally with you, bestie. I'm totally with you. Yeah. There's only like even last weekend I did one broadcast all weekend, which is unusual for me. I tend to do a few during the weekend. I just saw the last two rounds. It was quite a classic, you know. I do, Chad. Yeah, I do. I caught the end. Well, I didn't even catch the knockout. I caught like the interviews afterwards. That's all I got. I woke up right at the end, so I'll watch it later on today. But I was reading on Twitter, like, and apparently it's one of the most. It was an epic fight. Apparently it was a crazy. It should go down in history. Apparently, it was that apparently brilliant fight. I think Fury got knocked down twice, and Wilder got knocked down in the earlier rounds as well. And it was just a matter of absolute chaos. But the beautiful hills, and so this is where our little climb does start, guys. We turn this corner here, and we're Mecca's way up. Not too bad, but it does take a little bit out of you. And like I say, we are still earlier on. We're only like half an hour into our thing. We've been probably about 3 kilometers at the minute, so still around about 12 kilometers to go. Our halfway point is usually around the Gibbet Hill, where we'll stop, and I've got a ball in my pocket, and Teddy can have a little play up there because it's just so beautiful views looking out over the county of Wexford. Do you mean my profile picture? Is that your pitch? Teddy's just wagging heavenly, yeah. And that's the beauty about this place as well. It's very, very quiet. Teddy can stay off the lead. I don't even have to even take no notice of him at all because there's no other. It's very rarely I ever come to see anybody across here. But the last 2 times, how strange is this, guys? The last 2 times, a couple of years ago, I met this gentleman along here. Really nice chap as well. And we stood talking for like half an hour, maybe even longer, putting the world to rights. Now, every time I turn up here, He is always here. We get to meet him at some stage, so we always have a great catch up. He follows me now on Twitter and also watches some of the broadcasts as well. And it's crazy. He lives pretty local around here. I think he comes here quite a lot. Sorry, what I need to go. Thanks for sharing your Helga, and I really appreciate you dropping in, my friend. Likewise to everybody. Have a wonderful Sunday, my friend. Take it easy, and we'll catch up later on. And thanks again, Helga. You're very, very kind. But yeah, crazy how we come across each other always around here. And it's not as though this is the only place he actually hikes either. Such a vibe. Exactly, bestie. Exactly. So we are starting to open up as we start to climb, guys. We're starting to see a little bit of the beautiful views around here in County Wexford. Really, I didn't stop to show you the view. I stopped because I needed a breather. Only kidding. Only kidding. We're okay. Like I say, this is only a small hill we're heading up at the moment. But Teddy's tail. Teddy's tail. I know. Exactly, Algo. Oh, we all know that as well. Bestie is so good. Heavenly Do there. She supports so many broadcasts here on the HAPS TV network. And we do appreciate each and every one of you. So there has been some horses here this morning, guys. This is fresh dung. So maybe we will see a few horses around as well. Not seeing any eagles as yet, and not seeing any of the deer as yet. But usually where we find them is over the tops there. Oops, fuel. Yep. So how beautiful and how calm and how pleasant actually is there. We've got a guy actually behind us, guys. Wow, I'm quite surprised there. We're actually being followed. Oh my. Let's start to open up a little bit. I do apologise about the shake as well while we're walking, guys. I didn't bring my gimbal with me. Like I say, I did travel light today. I have a friend in Kenya that fuels his home via... Yeah, I've heard of that before, bestie. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that. Yeah. I'll tell you another broadcaster who I love watching now, and it gives you an whole new perspective on your own life, is Mr. Bikus Holder there, out in India. I followed him out on Periscope, but I've just managed to see that he's broadcasting on HAPS, even though he's been here for a while. He shared the process on. Wow, I'll have a look at that. But I know there's lots of YouTube broadcasts. Oh, I love that. Yeah, exactly, Evan. What a wonderful man he is. And shows you some of the cooking broadcasts, but it gives you an old perspective of what sort of life and everything in other countries and everything like that. But yeah, to watch him go fishing, and also to see his, I think is it his daughter or his sister who does all the cooking? But yeah, really nice man. And I know he has jumped on a couple of mine, so if you are watching, bikers, we appreciate you, my friend. You're one awesome person. I've got a little bit as we start to makes me appreciate. Yeah, Bessie, exactly the same with me. Makes me appreciate what we do have in life, and never to be giving out that we haven't got something that somebody else has got. But I'm not a material person myself. I I put up what I've got. I work for everything we've got. I've never been handed down anything. But what I have, I'm happy with. And as long as I can get out for my walks, that's what keeps me going. Last bit along the tops here, and then we should get a little bit of a breather. You can't really see. It may look as if it's flat, guys, but it's not. You're actually walking. I really want to retire in an international village. Wow. I can't see myself. Well, I don't know. I can't see myself retiring where we actually are. I'd love to basically sell up and move to a smaller place down on the coast. Yeah, with internet. Yeah, I know where you're coming from there. But yeah, I'd love to live somewhere by the coast, but the places we were down in Kerry, oh my God, it was just stunning to see some of these driveways through the mountains. These passes which we actually went through was just absolutely incredible. The scenery was stunning. So fell in love with Cape Coast. Really, yeah. I've not actually been out. I've never seen it, but yeah, there's some places which stick in the back of your memory. You always remember. I guess in Ireland here, Kerry, where we were down in West Cork, that was another beautiful spot as well. So, but yeah, I'm pretty flexible in relation to selling up and moving. It won't bother me at all, but I think my wife would have a different argument along that side. But even she, whilst we was away for the 2 weeks, she did say this is really, really nice. Like, and would it be so? As much as where I live in a good day, sir, blessing to you, Edward, my friend. Great to see you. Really, really appreciate you dropping by, my friend. I hope things are well with you, and blessings to you too. I think my signal has just gone a little bit dodgy, guys. So hopefully we can get that back as we move along. But I appreciate you dropping by, Edward. I really do. A person could get by with very little personal possession these days, but an interconnection with at least a smartphone is a must. Yeah, Chad, I think that's the same with me. That's the same with me. I could live on an island, but make sure I've got internet connection or some form of getting on so I can keep in touch. But yeah, as in, I totally agree with what you're saying there. The birds are going absolutely mad all the way around us now. You've got the sound of the crows. Like I said, it's a big wooded area around. Just see if I've still got you. I was being followed earlier on, guys, but it looks like he could have gone a different way, or he's struggling up the hill which we've just come up. So we'll move on anyway. Getting that time of year, guys, the leaves and everything are starting to fall. But we never lose the greenness of Ireland. Due to the amount of rain we actually get here, we never lose that part of it. The other good thing with this, I don't have to worry with Teddy as in any sheep or any cattle or anything like that, because there's none around. There is a little bit further on, but they are behind a wall, and Teddy can't actually get to them anyway. So I don't have to worry about too much about putting him on the lead. So he actually gets like 15 kilometers today without even touching a lead. You don't need to be on it at all. And like I say, very, very few people will come across on our travel today, so it's even better. But hopefully we do get to come across a few deer, and who knows, maybe a buzzard or two at some stage during our track. So we will be heading to the beautiful views from Gibbet Hill. It is where basically where there's a wind turbine farm as well. A number of wind turbines around. Sorry, friend, my all the comments come through at the same time there. Good day, sir. Blessings to you, my friend. Thanks, Edward. Appreciate it. I absolutely fell in love. Yeah, a person could get by if I got that part. Caroline, my bestie there. How you doing? Appreciate you dropping by, Caroline. I really, really do. I hope things are well with you. I've been a little bit quiet on Haps as late. Everyone's saying there's been all is well. It's the best day of my life. Thanks for the shout out. Goodness and mercy follow you and your family all the days of your life. You're very kind, Edward, and I appreciate that, my friend. And likewise to you and your wonderful queen, and also obviously your children as well. I think they're grown up pretty much the same as mine now. I only have one. He's 22, and what a blessing he is. Never ever had a problem with Ryan. He's been an absolutely godsend. We've been very, very lucky. I asked this question on Louise Poppy's broadcast yesterday. Okay, Firehead. Bikers! I was only chatting just then about you, my friend. I appreciate you dropping by. We was all saying what a wonderful person you actually were, and we really, really appreciate you. And oh my, thanks for the awards, my friend. You're very, very kind. But yeah, what a wonderful broadcaster you are. I love watching. I do believe it's either your sister, is it? Your sister or your, I'm not going to say daughter because you're not that old, but I love watching the cooking there. Wow, it's another world. Watching different things from other parts of the world, it really, really, I love it. And the likes of watching Louise out in New Zealand, watching some of the beautiful scopers from America, the likes Heavenly, Lady Sunshine. And then, obviously, you've got the beautiful places of Japan. You've got Caroline there down in Brighton. Oh, my guys, there are so many wonderful people here. Let's just keep it going. I've got to correct. Bear with me a second, because sometimes I can take the wrong turn in here. So I've got to think whether it's straight on. Yeah, Bikers in the Hand. Now, if people don't follow Bikers, please give him a follow. He broadcasts out in India, and he shows you his lifestyle out in India. He shows you the cooking. He'll show you how he goes about catching the fish. He'll show you different parts of India and everything like that. But an absolutely godsend here on, and I'm so glad I only caught him last week, even though I followed him on Periscope. I'm really, really glad I caught up with you, Bikers, and I really appreciate you, my friend. Hello, my brother. Do you think nature seems more or less wonderful if you totally understand how it all works scientifically? Chad, that's a bit of a question for Sunday. No, I'm not a scientific person, so my answer to that would be no. I think nature, I think the outdoors, I think all this around me now is for everybody to enjoy, and I don't think you'd enjoy any more if you was a scientist or scientifically proficient or anything in that, because nobody could enjoy any more than what I do. I just love the outdoors. Okay, I can't turn around to you and say this species of tree or this species of fern or this species. I am getting there. And I will hopefully in time be able to tell you all these different things, but I don't believe that's into anything scientific or anything like that, or the way nature actually works. I do believe it is out for everybody to enjoy, and that's the way it should be. I think Do you think? I think the beauty is found via exploration. Exactly, that's another thing, Bestie. Yeah, notice we do go around quite a bit. We do travel to different places around Ireland. As you note, I did some wonderful broadcasts while we were away in County Kerry and also County Cork. I showed you the beautiful fox that came to our house every evening in between 7:45 and 8:15. That was just absolutely incredible to watch a fox come so close up. I've seen a lot of foxes in the wild, but never had the opportunity to meet one so close up. And it was just one of those most beautiful moments. Do you mean your own personal exploration? Bikers. You are so kind, my friend, but please, keep your awards. Keep your awards, my friend. I really do appreciate you. And likewise, what they say, it's always coming back at you, my friend. It's always coming back at you. All for science to have data, someone must explore. Yeah, totally agree there. It's an heavy conversation for here on a Sunday morning, Chad. Maybe you should have asked me that later on in the day. But no, I do believe nature, anything. I think everybody enjoys nature in a different way, and I don't believe that people, scientists, scientifically explorers, or anything like that, enjoy nature any more than myself. My God, I am so in awe of being out in this place. For instance, Professor Brian Cox totally understands how all the processes on a plant works, but says this no less wonderful for him. Yeah, I don't think it is. No, I really don't. I guess people have got the different things around nature, what they enjoy more about being amongst nature, like the likes of this walk. Some people, like if you're a scientist which studied the likes of the grass, that studied the likes of the trees, they would enjoy it as much as I enjoy the trees being around me now. Somebody who actually studied trees and was a scientist which could tell you how they grow would probably enjoy the trees a lot more than myself. But I'm not saying that I don't enjoy it. I love being out and about. But I do see your point, and I do see where you're coming from on that. But no, I do believe it wouldn't make the slightest bit of difference to myself if I knew how the tree grew, how the grass was formed, how the bushes started, or anything like that. I don't think it'll make a blind bit of notice to myself. I just enjoy being out. I love the smell of the fresh air. I love the sound of the birds. I love the beautiful views which we do come across, guys. So no. For instance, yeah, we got that one. Science takes the fun out of something. Yeah, there's another thing, Evan. If you look too deep into something, it may take the fun out for some people. You're concentrating too much then on the subject rather than trying to enjoy it. And I guess, well, I'll never be in the position to actually be able to be like that because I'm never going to be a scientist. I'm not that type of intellectual person. What I'm trying to say is if one didn't understand our weather, geology, plate tectonics works, would it hamper the joy of nature? No, I don't think it would. I don't think it would at all. I don't know how weather works, Chad. I just look out the window and say, hey, it's going to rain today. Hey, we're going to have a good day today. Hey, the wind's blowing a gale, but does it stop me? Does it stop me from enjoying? No, it doesn't. No, not in the slightest. But I think these questions are absolutely awesome, and I apologize I'm not more informative with my answers, Chad. But I do appreciate the input here. I really do. Give me an example of that, please. Watch a baby walking in the park. Are you you could probably explain that best, Bestie, as in what your answer there would be, but I'm gathering you're thinking along the lines of a baby going into a park, the awe, the different sounds they're experiencing, the different smells, the different views, all this, and their eyes are wide open, their mouths wide open, and they're just enjoying the moment. I don't know whether I'm interpreting what you're saying there. The child doesn't understand science but appreciate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying exactly. Do you think the lust for knowing more about stuff is overrated then? Yeah, again, it's down on the actual person, I do believe, Chad. I've got no interest in studying about different things. I do want to know, say, for instance, species of bird. We get so many different species of bird in the garden, and I can't broadcast to say, oh, that's a chaffinch. I know the basics of birds. Don't get me wrong. And I've learned that since basically lockdown and being able to enjoy them coming into the garden. I spent a lot more time in nature since COVID. And I spent a lot more time with the birds since the beginning of COVID. I've been able to sit out in the garden a lot longer than what I would in the past. But I'm losing track on me there. Do you think the lust for knowing more about stuff? No. I mean, I do want to know different species of birds. I do want to know different types of trees, but that's not a lust for enjoying nature more. It's basically more of a lust to be able to be more informative on the broadcast, to be able to tell you more rather than the same, oh, there's a tree on my right, there's another tree on my left, there's a bird, oh yeah, that's a nice sound coming from that bird. I'd love to be able to turn around to you and say, oh yeah, that up there, that's a pied wagtail, that's a swallow, that's a I don't know. I know the sounds of buzzards. I know the sounds of different birds now, and that's only through basically listening, taking time, and I do like listen to these bird apps as well. Like, so I put the sound into an app just to find out what type of bird it actually was. But does that change my aspect on nature? No, I don't believe it does. I think I would enjoy nature just as much if I didn't go to that, but I only do it to try and give you a bit more information. Some things are better left unsaid, but science has its value. I agree. Do you think that some things are better left unsaid? Hi, Matt. Good to see you, my friend. I think you're over on. Are you over on Twitch? Twitch there? You're over on another platform, I do believe, and I appreciate you dropping by, my friend. The child is enjoying seeing and hearing the nature, but does it really know what it is all for? But what is nature for? Nature's out to be enjoyed, surely. I know it serves a purpose on different things. Chad is a deep thinker. I like that. Yeah, he's a lot deeper than what I am, bestie. Chad is getting the brain working today, and my brain's not worked in a number of years. I think a lot of my brain cells are basically gone. But yeah, definitely a deep thinker. I agree with you all. Good morning, dear Walt and Teddy. Good morning, my lovely friend Mel. How are you, my friend? Appreciate you dropping by. We've actually got, it was a little bit misty when I headed off first thing this morning, like, but it's now, look at the beautiful skies around, guys. We're next to a wind turbine, still a little bit cloudy over this side, but apparently it is going to clear up and it's to be a nice day. Now, just as I said that and I turned around, I think we're back again. Bear with me a second. I'm just going to turn my phone and turn it back again and see if it will. There we go. I think we are back. Yeah, you're on Twitch. Oh, Matt, I appreciate you dropping by on Twitch, my friend. I really do. Good morning, beautiful. Everybody's saying good morning to everybody. It is Sunday morning, and what a morning. So this is just for people who are joining. This is a beautiful walk. We've done this a number of times, around about 15, 16 kilometers, not too far. No real big hills, so nothing too strenuous, just a leisurely stroll for a Sunday morning. I hope everybody else is having a wonderful Sunday, guys, no matter where you are around the world. I hope things are all well. I know let me try and get my Landscape mode there. What time is it? It is 11:22, so it must be around about 11:20 p.m. there in Australia, Mel. Yeah, it's pretty late there, I do imagine. I think you are around about 12 hours ahead, I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Caroline, are you heading out today? Are you heading out on one of your wonderful broadcasts again? I've got a lot of catching up to do. I've been pretty laxy-daisy on Haps the past few weeks. Basically through work, I've just been so busy and been unable to actually broadcast as well. Like I've not done a lot of broadcasting at all. I did one, I think, last weekend, but that's as far as I've gone. I managed to do a couple yesterday, but the reception was not too good. Today, I can't believe we've nearly been on for an hour, guys. Oh my God. I'm going to cut this one off on the hour, and then I will bring you in about 3/4 of an hour to an hour. I'll bring you another broadcast from the top of Gibbet Hill, another beautiful place looking over the county of Wexford. But Mal, so great to see you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Like everybody else, guys. Oh, I see my reception is starting to go, guys. So what I might do is close this one off for the time being, have a little bit of a breather, enjoy the walk with Teddy for another 3/4 of an hour, half an hour or so, and then come back when we're at the top. Now, Gibbet Hill, you've got one wind turbine here, but you've got others heading along. Now, we will be over that in that direction. But yeah, I see my reception has gone pretty bad now. It's gone poor, and I think it's zooming in on portrait mode at the minute, so I can't get it back to landscape. Let me try again and see if I can pick it back. We are back very, but it's showing my reception is actually poor, guys. Oh, we're back to good, back to poor. So guys, all my lovelies, all my friends there, I appreciate you dropping by, because I appreciate all the awards, and to everybody else who gave awards, I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. So for the time being, there we go. I think loads of comments actually just come through all in a bunch there. Oh my God, they did as well. Could find picture. Let me just catch up on the comments before I disappear on this one. There's a difference, like life and death. Mel, you are so kind. I appreciate the super art, my friend. You're very kind. Good afternoon, Mel. We appreciate you all. We appreciate you, bestie, and each and every one of you here, guys. I really do, and I appreciate the chat this morning. Not sure what your context means to that statement about life and death. 9:20, 9:10, 11. So you're 10 hours in front then, Mel. You're 10 hours ahead. Right, okay, just so I can remember that. Your comparison to Nature Live and a photograph still 6:23 p.m. in Western Australia, so 9:23 in Sydney. There's that much of a difference, this 3-hour difference from the west to Sydney and Melbourne. I weren't aware of that. Matt, wow, cheers for the info there. What about a high definition film about nature? Oh, Chad, back to what you're saying. I'm going to sit down and start watching it today. Actually, it's basically called The World. I think it's The World at Night. World at Night. But it's obviously in the past they've been unable to film like nature, film animals and everything throughout the night. But due to technology moving on and everything like that, they've actually brought this 6-part series out, and I think it's called The World at Night, something along that lines, Night World or something along that. But it shows you all these beautiful animals in the middle of the night through technology which they've actually come up with now. So maybe worth having a look up. I'll post what it actually is when I get back, because I can't remember the exact name of it, but something to do with the world at night or something like that. Enjoy the chat and the walk. Heavenly, you're very kind. Oh wow, early morning for you. There's nothing like the real thing. That's a song as well. Yet we just move forward. Right. Okay, Mal. Listen, guys, I see my reception is still bad, so I'm going to love you and leave you for the time being. I will be back in approximately about 3/4 of an hour when we get to the top of Gibbet Hill. So for the time being, guys, no matter where you are around the world, stay safe, be good, but most of all, Be kind. And you know what it is? From Teddy and I, it's a 3, 2, 1. See you later, girls, boys, everybody. Hold on a second. There you go. We have only got a t-shirt on, as you can see. We are traveling light today, but I have that hat on, like so. Right, guys, have a wonderful day, and we'll speak to you later. Take it easy now.